Hey guys, how's you doing? Actually, it's raining outside, a very pleasant climate outside. So much excited I am right now. I am. So with such excitement, I thought we should have something which fill us as well with a lot of excitement. So today we are going to learn how to transform a 2D image into a 3D model. So without any waste of time, let's get start. So in front of you we have our Prisma 3D viewport, and let's click over this cube icon first and then click over the plane. It's loading. Now the plane is in front of you after loading. So I have already downloaded a texture, or we can say an image, which we are going to transform, right? So what that image? So basically it's a wine glass. Excited? It's just for a demonstration purpose, but guys, personally speaking, keep distance from any alcohol because it's very injurious, very harmful, and not good for anyone individually, for a society, right? So click over this texture, and here we have this wine glass. Click over this, and remember, like I have already told in my earlier videos as well, use the JPG image instead of JPEG, because if we are trying to use JPEG, you will face a problem. While importing, Prisma will present a pop-up saying it's not supported. So if you have any image or a texture with a JPG extension, you should remove it from the JPEG and make it as a JPG. Don't be afraid. After editing that particular text or the extension, the image will still working. So now we have our wine glass in front of us. So click over this plane again and go to the rotation panel, and at X update it with 90 degree, right? So write it here 90 degree, as we want it to rotate by 90 degree, right? Also for clarity, let me scale it by 5 units in X, 5 unit in by, right, and 5 unit in Z direction. So now we have our wine glass in front of us. Shift it up about to origin, right guys? And now wait for a minute. And now come up with the front view, right? And now review how it's basically look like. So clearly it's look like a cylinder, right? So again click over this cube icon, and among the list of cube, sphere, plane, cylinder, pyramid, text, go with the cylinder. Click over the cylinder icon. Now we have our cylinder in front of us, right? So bring a little bit in front so that at the time of selection we can select it properly, right? and first of all scale it over the now it seems great. And now again scale it over at the x-axis, right? Keep scaling as per with reference image, right? So now little bit downward. Great. Now after that we have to select its above faces, so make it editable right now, and for the proper selection zoom it so that we can select each and every face. Remember, we have to select the face, so by default the face mode is open, and in case if you have any other selected right vertices or edge, so before going further you have to select the face selection mode. So click just over this icon and we have to select all the faces, so like this, select all the faces and be sure that each and every faces will be selected, otherwise you will face a problem, a structural issue, right? So what next we have to do, we have to extrude it over the J direction, so extrude it by a little bit, right guys, and scale down by x-axis, so scale it, scale it, scale it, scale it. For proper scaling, be in sync with the reference image, go in the side view, and we have to shrink it as well in the y-axis as well, right, so that the geometry can be prevail, otherwise we will have issues. Okay, great. Now again we have to extrude it, so extrude it over G direction. Yep. Again scale it by x-axis, right, be again sync with the reference image, go to the side view and make it like this so that the geometry can be prevail. Come to front face, again need to extrude it, right guys? Sorry, extrude it, right, and again we have to downgrade by G direction, and the same need to be by axis so that the geometry can be prevail. Be remember, do it simultaneously. If you think first of all you have to modify it, edit it in the G direction and after that in Y direction, then you will have the problem. Now again extrude it over G direction, right, let's extend it over G direction up to this, bring it down so that we can select it. Okay, and now again we have to compress X scale by some amount based on the reference image, so scale it down, and the same need to do with Y direction. Remember, our approximately circular faces we require, so make best approximation by zooming or with your good eyes. Again extrude it up. Okay, now that's great. And now extrude like this so that it covers the base as in the image, reference image, right? So extrude it, extrude it, extrude it. Okay, and also let's extrude a little bit, right? So this is our approximately base of the wine glass. So again need to extrude it, so extrude it and again scale it, right, and scale it by direction as well. Okay, that's basically as per your requirement. If you want a circular face or something little oval shape, so based on this your requirement or the best approximation, make it, extrude it again. Okay, let me extrude it up to now. Again scale it over the X direction, extrude it, right, go to the side view and scale it again, right, come to the front view, again need to extrude it up to this distance, scale it, right, scale it, in the front view, extrude it again, but this time we need to scale it down, right, so scale it down by a little bit, go to the y direction, extrude it by a little bit extrusion required, right, come to the front view, now again we have to select all the faces because mistakenly I have unselected my all the faces, so I have to select all the faces again, so do it carefully so that each and every loop can be selected. Go back to assure. Okay, now we have all the selected faces again in our screen, and so need to extrude it again over the G direction, extrude it, okay, scale it down so to match our reference image, right, extrude a little bit to make it to continue with the shape, right, go back, come in the front view and again need to extrude it up. Okay, this time I come up to this point, right guys, and scale it to match the reference image, and again scale it, right guys. Okay guys, so next we have to extrude it again by a little bit, remember by little bit, not more than that. That's sufficient. Okay, next we have to scale it over extraction. So to select the thinness at the top, right? So based on your requirement or the best observation, do this step, right? So come in the front view, click over this arrow icon and bring it downward. So keep moving it downward, right guys? Either you bring it downward or can delete it as well. So check what you want with this face. Okay, so let me leave it up to this position, and after that let me come to the solid mode and click over this solid icon, right guys, and select the plane instead of the cylinder and shift edit. Okay guys, so on the next we have our glass in front of us. This is the low poly wine glass based on the transformation image, and with proper modification or your requirement you can make it more circular or oval like it is. And I have also downloaded from the Google a texture, glass texture. So on next I'm going to use that texture. So click over this texture icon and clear glass.png I have downloaded from Google. So click over this, and now we have this glass in front of us, and for the time being let me provide some color to this glass. So I thought let's provide such color to him. Yeah, oh, seems good, isn't it? So we have this with our, and for the particular instance let me delete this reference image and bring this to origin. So click over this G direction or and bringing it to the origin, right? So position is 0 and scaling factor is this, so color is this. And guys, in case this is the default lighting we are seeing here, so in case if you want to provide additional light or light as per your requirement, go to this. So now we have light in our scene. Move it upward and click over this rotation icon and rotate it over this axis so that, yep, now you can see lighting is coming as much I. So basically this is a our glass which we have developed so far, and go to the side view and bring it. Yes. Okay, come to this. Intensity is very high, right? So what we can do, we can change this color for time being. Let's check, and let's change this intensity by 1.5. Okay guys, so okay, it's too high, so I thought 1.5 suits, and so guys, this is our final glass. So you can be able to look, this is an oval in shape. So if you want to make it as it, do the same approach. Otherwise, do more scaling over the y-axis, right? So guys, this is our wine glass in front of us. Or if you want, click over this cylinder icon, do select or you can scale it so that some sort of depth can be created, right? So you can see now it's perfect, right? So basically this is our approach, and in case if you wanted to animate it, so we can visualize from every aspect. So what we are going to do, first of all, let's click over this camera icon, right? And for the background, let me select it as a dark black, right? So we can have a proper look in our screen. Let's zoom it. Okay guys, and after that I'm going to click over this modeling icon, and instead of the camera I should go with this cylinder, because I have to animate the cylinder, not the camera. And let me start it from 0 onward. So click over this watch icon, and let me go to 360 so that one frame in one will be animated. So it's 122, and it's 190, and it's 270, it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and this is the 360, right? So what I want a complete rotation, so over by direction. So come up this and click over this, and based on your clockwise or anti-clockwise, either use -360 or 360, right? So for the time being I'm using -360, and click over this watch icon. Now let's play this animation again. You can see, yeah. So guys, this is all about the modulation, about the modeling from a reference image. So you can do approximately every image in a 3D model. but remember, it's better we have minimum or no projection images, right? So instead of this we should have orthographic images as close we have, so that we can look each and every face, and in future we will bring more. So guys, if you enjoyed this tutorial, you should subscribe our channel to give your support, like and share as well. Thanks guys, have a good day, and keep your modeling and animation part on. Thanks guys.